1999 feels like it was so long ago. Considering we're in 2021, it actually was. Back then, I was something years old. I remember growing up during this time frame in the mid to late 90s and that same era, that anytime anything new with the Mustang came around, like when they moved from the 5.0 to the 4.6, I was glued to all of the magazines, just waiting for any updates to come out. We didn't have the internet in our pockets like we do now. It existed, but not in the form that it is today. So a lot of the information that I got from anything involving Mustangs with new body styles, or when they updated the engine to the 4.6, I got it all from magazines. And I remember when they switched to the 4.6, when they said they were discontinuing the 5.0, and I was reading it in either 5.0 Mustang or Muscle Mustangs and Fast Fords. I remember thinking, oh my God, they're putting a smaller 4.6 in the car, and they're going to ruin it, and it's never going to get any better. Here I am now with a 4.6 modular engine in one of the favorite cars I've ever owned. But all that ties into the same thing with the body style. I had owned several 94 to 98 Mustangs at that point, and up to that point, I thought it was the best looking Mustang that there ever was. There was no doubt that Ford was never going to do anything better. The 94 to 98 was just the pinnacle of Ford. They would never surpass that at all. That was my opinion at that age, at that time. And I remember thinking, I can't remember which magazine it was. I grabbed it, and it was the reveal of the new 99 Mustang GT. And I remember flipping through, finding the pictures. Didn't read the article yet, didn't care, I just wanted to know what it looked like. I remember seeing the pictures of it, and I was like, oh my God, Ford has ruined the Mustang. What the hell did they do to this body style that was already perfect, and they just butchered it? It looks like complete ass, and it's probably going to kill the Mustang name from this point on. That was my thought process back then on it. And fast forward all these years later, and it wasn't just because I bought this car. My opinion on this body style changed long before that. I became more open to the designs that Ford has done since then. Even the new S550 and whatever the next body style looks like at the time of this recording isn't known yet, or at least I haven't bothered to look it up. I like what they've done. The S550 looks really nice. There is one era of Mustang that I really, really dislike, and I'm not going to mention what it is or the time frame that it was, because I hate bashing on other people's stuff, even though it's just my opinion, and my opinion shouldn't matter for what someone else likes or prefers. I just don't like to do it in general for the most part. But it is more of a modern body style. It's not like one of the older 60s styles. So you may be wondering what exactly changed from me hating this body style to it being my favorite body style to date, even with the new revisions that Ford has done and everything else. It looks so incredibly mean. I love the body lines. I love all the sharp edges on it. Even though the 94 to 98 looked really cool, what Ford did with the 99 to 98 was just unreal. And that wasn't even known, the extent of how good this car could look, until the 03-04 Cobra came out and the Mach 1s in 03 and 04. That completely changed it, because 99 GT and V6 up to that point looked okay, and they looked good, but not like these platforms did, with the different body moldings and everything else that they did on them. I believe that started with the 01 Cobra, where it really started to transform the look of this car into what it could really look like, with a more aggressive bumpers and everything else on it. And then when the Mach 1s and especially the 03, 04 Cobra came out, that was like the pinnacle of the new edge 99 to 04 era of how good these cars could look, in my opinion, because not only was it the power aspect and the engineering in these cars that killed the Camaro, I believe it was also the looks that had a part of it, because these cars just looked so damn mean, specifically the 03, 04 Cobra, which pretty much was the demise of the Camaro at that point for quite a while. Even though I have nothing against the styling of the new Mustangs, like I said earlier, I do think they look really good. S550s are amazing looking cars, but I don't think Ford is ever going to get back to this kind of styling with the 99 to 04. I think as we move ahead, as Ford as a company and the Mustang name brand in general, I think the best days of the Ford Mustang are probably behind it. I think the S550 may be the last go-around of how good these cars can really look. And as good as they do look, they do not look as good as the 99 to 04, in my opinion, of course. So what do you think? What do you think of the future of the Ford Mustang and how the styling is going to go? And how do you rate the 99 to 04 in all of Ford's history as far as the styling goes, aggressiveness, and all that? Is it your favorite? Is your least favorite? Is it fall somewhere in the middle? I'd like to know in the comments for what other people think as well. I hope everyone enjoyed the video. If you did, throw it a like. It really does help a lot. And subscribe if you're new here for more Terminator Cobra content, discussion and mods on this car in the future. Thank you for watching. You know what really sucks is when you go to film a video and you get about 15 minutes away from home, the Cobra is just starting to get really warmed up, all the squeaks and rattles and all that stuff are kind of dissipating and going away a little bit, and you kind of have like get in the zone to do a video. You reach over, turn the camera on, reach over, hit the record button, and you get the wonderful message of no SD card in the camera. It sucks so bad. I had to drive 15 minutes back home to where I am now to start recording the video again. It's not fun. It's my first video. No one believes that, but it's my excuse and I'm sticking with it.